So what's really incredible about this temple here in Vanki, Gujarat, is that it's only been around for about 25 years. So the construction is still going on. There are a number of things that they have yet to construct, but thus far it's this beautiful temple. And along with the temple, there's also what is called a Bhojan Shala. Bhojan Shala means that food is provided at a very nominal cost. There's also a sanitarium, which not in the Western sense of a sanitarium, but a sanitarium is living quarters for now about 200 people. So which is incredible. So right now it's a bit of downtime. I'm here in the middle of the temple, so I'm not intruding upon people's practice. But the next upcoming things here will be kind of a centralized sound system. So when there's arati, which is kind of evening worship / homage and prayers, people can listen. And then a number of other smaller kind of enhancements to this to these grounds. So it's really a temple. There's a cafeteria for people to eat. There's a place for people to stay. Every year, hundreds of thousands of people come here, and just really, really grateful that something like this exists. And it also keeps you in touch with the village that you're from. It keeps you in touch with, if you're from any one of these nearby villages. It is a really great kind of stop post along the way for people who are traveling, and at a very nominal cost, which is amazing. The language that people speak here is Kachi, which is a purely orated language. There's no written text. The lipi, as they say, or the written text that's used is Gujarati. Another really incredible characteristic here is that, and this is something I think that a lot of people in India would agree with, is that folks who tend to live on the border, whether you're living on the border of two countries or you're living on the border of 2 states or the border of 4 states, there the cultural harmony and religious harmony tends to be a bit more, because people are living together. So here we have Muslims, there are Christians, there are Hindus, there are Jains, and then they're also part of the local community called the Rabari Lok. So, there's a lot of different communities that are living in harmony in this area, which I think is pretty amazing. Anyway, much more to share later. One of the cool things and one of the exciting things is that the person who manages the temple grounds is actually somebody who grew up with my dad. They were neighbors, in fact. And so there's a little video that I'll be posting in a little while of some of their stories and some of the things that they were sharing. One of the highlights is that my grandmother's place, which is my father's parents' place, was the place to go for any kind of medicine. So anybody who had any kind of ailment, somebody fell down, got a cut, somebody fell from a one-story or had a really severe fall, they would come to my grandmother's place and she would apply the medicine that was locally sourced and that was homemade, and she would apply that. People would take rest there, and then they would heal and they would get back to normal. So these are the kinds of stories that I just love hearing about. One of the highlights this evening is that, so me being a musician, I'm a hand percussionist, I play tablas and hand drums and such. They have 8 to 9 every night. They have a program where they play bhajans and they do worship. And so the person who takes care of the grounds here and his kids, they are singers. And they just bought a new pair of tablas, which I get to break in tonight. So it's very, very exciting. So more later, but just wanted to say hello and share with you guys a little bit of the tidbits of my adventure. Thanks.